On January 2nd, 2006, an explosion occurred in a mine in Sago, West Virginia. 12 miners died due to an explosion behind a sealed-off area of the mine, an accident that could have been prevented. But to learn how we could have stopped this tragedy, we need some background. This is coal. Most of you know it as that dirty rock that we burn to get power. To get it, we must mine it, process it, and ship it. It may seem simple, but getting this lump of carbon out of the ground is actually a very difficult task. Coal is an incredibly important asset to power generation in the U.S. Nearly 40% of the energy generated in the country comes from coal. If you live in Kentucky, it provides over 90% of our electricity, giving our state the third lowest energy prices in the nation. But mining the coal is an incredibly difficult task, especially whenever it comes to getting it from underground. An underground mine must be safe, stable, and well ventilated. Structures known as mine seals are especially important in underground coal mines. As you go deeper underground, the mine becomes much harder to get fresh air in. Mine seals are used to close off unused areas and mined out cavities. This allows for more fresh air to get in. But mine seals still pose a very serious threat. You see, coal mines give off methane gas, which needs to be ventilated. Some areas emit more gas than others. If the amount of methane gas behind a mine seal becomes too great, it has the potential to be ignited in air. Although uncommon, this area can be ignited by sources such as a stray electric current or a bolt of lightning, such as in the case of the Sago mine disaster. If under intense enough pressure, the area behind the seal can explode, and if it's strong enough blast, can potentially blow out the seal, causing other areas to ignite. Many companies have tried to avert disasters with new technologies, such as the mine refuge chamber, large armored structures within the mine to serve as a type of safe room in case of a problem. But these do nothing to actually stop the explosion. Congress has also stepped in several times. Over the years, they have required seals to become bigger and stronger and more resistant to the effects of a methane explosion. This has created a problem though, as mine seals put in place before the new standards must also be strengthened. But there are different types of seals. How do you know if they're strong enough? This is where Dr. Lusk comes in, a blasting professor within the Department of Mining Engineering. He's a 10-year research veteran specializing in explosives. He's done research for dozens of organizations, including the Department of Homeland Security, and for this project, NIOSH. So I'll allow him to explain his project.
Several years, and this one in particular, we're looking at determining the as-built specifications of a mine seal. Some of these are 10 to 15 feet thick, and it's difficult to determine whether the properties that were designed into the mine seal actually are achieved through construction. So the non-destructive testing is for being able to do that in the field.
So in short, for more than 2 years he's been doing research in an effort to test these in-situ mine seals to look for weak spots using methods such as sonar. This has the potential to locate anomalies such as air pockets or weak material. This would allow engineers to measure by exactly how much to strengthen these seals. If there are more weak spots or anomalies within them, then they must strengthen. This would also be useful to government agencies who must routinely check mines to make sure that companies are sticking up with the new standards. This may seem simple, but this type of research has never been done, and for good reason.
A mine seal. Some of these are 10 to 15 feet thick, and it's difficult to determine whether the properties that were designed into the mine seal actually are achieved through construction. So the non-destructive testing is for being able to do that in the field.
So with researchers like Dr. Lusk, hoping to prevent tragedies like those similar to Sago and others, we can make this dirty rock much easier to get out of the ground, letting us not worry about the source of our electricity, and allowing our workers to go home happy and safe. For more information about mine seals and coal's importance to the economy, you can go to MSHA.gov, CDC.gov, and EIA.gov, or you can go to @UKMining on Twitter.